Hey everyone, so today I am back with day 3 of Skills USA. So this morning we woke up at 5:30, got ready, got on the bus, and it was her pedicure day. So while she was on a bus, she sat there and was watching a quick video on how to do a pedicure just to get a little refresher. Then we were riding, like I said, a bus, which are just regular school buses. It takes about like 20 minutes to get from our hotel to the actual expo center, and this is what the expo center looks like. It's huge, it's different sections. So we were in wing A, which is, I think it's like all of cosmetology, which is nails, cosmetology, aesthetics, barbering. They had a lot of computer stuff and automotive. And then when we got there, we still had to wait a little bit because the doors weren't open yet. So they had tables out in the lobby, and then they also had like concession stands. And then afterwards, we went into the area, and I showed y'all yesterday how the tables are set up. So she did my pedicure on one foot. She did that purple polish. And then after she did that, I kind of just walked around because she still had an oral presentation to do. So as you can see, here's the cosmetology. They were coloring their mannequins. They had different like businesses set up with a booth on the side. They had stuff like, just different schools like UTI. They had Supercuts. They had like the Army. They just had all type of people at their recruiting. And then these are just different competitions area. I believe I walked by like computer something, and this is aesthetics. They're doing the facials today. So yeah, like I said, they had barbering, cosmetology, aesthetics, and nails on that side, right next to each other. And then here are their prices, and then here's just like their little, basically like their committee and their judges. And one girl that's actually a judge for cosmetology, or sorry, for aesthetics, I went to school with. Her name is Misty. And here are the prices for the winners for aesthetics. And aesthetics never really have any good prices for some reason. They need to get more companies to sponsor them, but it's always been like that for some reason. I like the little wax kit, but that's about it. And then if I kept walking, they had like the different, what was this one? Graphic communications. And they had like different stuff they were doing. It was like that art on the door, which I thought was really cute. I'm guessing it's like vinyl, or I'm not sure what they call it. And like I said, they have different booths over on the sides, and then it tells you what the prices are for each competition. Like cosmetology and stuff, they have theirs laid out. But y'all, like the next one coming up is like their motorcycle competition. I'm not sure what it's called, but they actually give out, like for the prices, they give out a motorcycle, a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and first, second, and third place get one. So maybe one year I'll be competing in that so I can win me a motorcycle. So as you can see, here's the motorcycles that they get. They're really, really nice, and I'm not sure what all they have to do for their competition, but I think it's really cool that they get an actual motorcycle. And I also stopped over by Auto Technology. One of my subscribers emailed me this morning saying her son was actually competing in this. So I stopped by to see if I would see him, but it wasn't time for them to get there yet. And she even sent me a picture. So here's a little clip of what I seen if you're watching. But like I said, they weren't there yet when I went over there. And then I also found this cute little car that they had wrapped in the Skills USA logo. And then after this, I left, got back on the bus, and went to the hotel. Hey y'all, so we are back from day 3 of the nail care competition. And today all she had to do was a pedicure on one foot, and then she had an oral presentation. So we got there like at 7:30. Well, first we woke up at 5:30. The reason why we woke up so early is because we needed to be out the door by 6:30, get on the bus, because then usually like the buses run every 30 minutes, so we don't know if there's going to be a bus there or not. So we left like 30 minutes early, and then by the time we made it to the expo center, it was like 7:30. So we still had to wait. No, it was like 7. So we still had to wait a whole hour before we could check in for the competition. So after we checked in, they told us to sit down, and all the tables have a number on them, and the contestants go by numbers as well. So like I think we're like 116. So we went over to our area, and then after everybody was seated and checked in, they started getting their stuff out for the pedicure, and then us, the models, they send us to fill up the little pedicure tub. And once again, she's only doing one foot. It doesn't matter which one. So she ended up doing my right foot, and it's just a basic manicure, or sorry, basic pedicure, and then just polish. So really what they're scoring for is literally just like the final look. Did she polish good? Are the toes like shaped well? Because I don't see what else, they can be scoring for, because it's too many contestants for them to sit there and watch every single step that they do. So yeah, I think they just scored like on the base, on the final look. And then after they finished that, the judges went and tallied up their scores. And then when the judges were done, they let the models go, and then the contestants had to stay and do their oral presentation. So for the oral presentation, it's just like a client consultation, and I think I talked about this yesterday. So all they have to like talk about is like basically like what, like, okay, so the judge literally says, okay, so I have this set of acrylic nails. What would you recommend me do? Like, I want to take them off. What would you recommend me do? So like, you have to tell them like, okay, first I would recommend you soak your nails off. After we soak them off, I would like to go in and do a manicure to replenish your cuticles, to make sure that your nails are nice and strong. So we're also going to do a nail straightener. And then we're also going to be using this cuticle oils, like I said, a nail straightener, and I'm going to have these available for retail in my salon, so you can take or so you can purchase for at home use. And the way you apply them is you do 1 drop of cuticle oil on each cuticle and just gently massage it. You can try to do this maybe twice a day, maybe one time in the morning, one at night. And then the results you should see is just more softer cuticles, just better looking cuticles, and all really healthy. And if you would like, we can go ahead and rebook you for your 2 weeks. You can come in for another manicure or whatever you would like. So like that right there would probably give you 100, because they want you to tell them like what you're gonna do, which was a manicure and a soak off and a manicure. And then what was that, what you're gonna do, what products do you recommend for at home use, and then the results they should see. And really it's just those 3 things, but you also want to just rebook them, because it's like a client consultation, so you want your clients coming back. And then you also want to greet them at the beginning. But I think my Diana, that's her name, the girl who's doing my nails, Diana said that as soon as she sat down, they didn't really give her time to introduce herself, even though, like I said, they do go by numbers. So by a lot of the time they don't want you saying your name at all. But what I've told her before, what I've done is say, hey, I'm number 301 or whatever number it is. So once again, that's introduce yourself, tell them what you're gonna do, what products you recommend, how to apply them, and the results they should see, and then rebook them. And that's all their oral presentation is. And this is only like 2 to 5 minutes, so it's not long at all, really brief, but you just have to hit those points in order to get a good score. Now like 2 years ago, y'all, they gave me a freaking F, and that's really why like I didn't win the last time I came out here, because like everything that I said, like I've literally said the same thing every year. Like my first year, second year, third year, I said the same thing. Like I even have it written down, because that's what I gave Diana for her, to practice with. And like whenever I was doing it, she was like, no, like, because basically it's like a fake scenario. So I was like, okay, well, it looks like, after we took your acrylic nails off, it looks like your nails are a little bit damaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform a manicure, and I'm going to do a hot oil treatment or a nail straightener. And she was like, no, my nails aren't damaged. Girl, it's fake. It's fake. So like everything that I said, she would try to say the opposite of it. So really what I've come to think is that they probably like, this girl been here 3 years in a row, like she is, no. So really I just think they were sick of me. But I think that year in 2016 I came in 5th place. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I think they just didn't want me to win no more, because like my nails literally look better than everybody else's nails. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I'm actually gonna post pictures. Okay, so first place, as you can see, their nail art was really neat and detailed, but their gels look really thin, which is the hand with the nail art. And then the acrylics don't look bad at all. Now this hand, her acrylics look a little bit too thick, as you can see. And then their nail art it's not bad, but it's not really hard to do either. So anybody can really do that. And this one, it just looked really messy. And then their acrylics just look really thick and chunky. And then here's mine, and they're long and pretty. The flowers are really detailed. And then her acrylics look good too. Because now that I'm just sitting here talking about it, like, it's really like making me mad, y'all, because the last year I came to nationals, like, I literally cried when they didn't like call my name, because I just knew I had first place. And like, they call them by, they do like bronze, silver, and gold, which is third, second, and first place. Y'all, like, when I didn't hear my name called for third place or second place, I was like, oh yeah, I got first place. And then when they call somebody else's name, I literally like bust out crying. Like, I'm not talking about just like one little tear. I was literally like like that. That's how serious it was to me. Because first year I came to nationals, I had third place. Second year I came, I got second place. And then the third year was supposed to be the charm. I was supposed to come in first place. But y'all, like, I remember I called my boyfriend and I'm like, he's like, what's wrong? I was like, I didn't win. I got fifth place or something. He was like, calm down. It's not that serious. Or he probably did say it's not that serious, but it's going to be okay. Just calm down. I said, no, I'm catching the first flight. Like, y'all, I didn't want to be here. Like, I was just so upset. I was so upset. But I mean, you know, I can't be ungrateful, because there's people out there that wish they would have got fifth place, but I was supposed to come in first place. But what else? So yeah, like, the oral presentation is really important because it can take you from first place to fifth place, obviously. But I promise y'all, I've said the same thing every year, so I don't know what, like, I'm gonna go up to the judges tomorrow and be like, hey, you know, like in 2016 when y'all gave me an F, what was it about? But anyways, yeah, so that's all she did today, was just the pedicure and then the oral presentation. Now tomorrow is the big day. Like, tomorrow we're gonna be there from 8 a.m. to like 4 or 5, because she's doing acrylic nails on my right hand, and it's gonna be like pink and white acrylic nails, and they're gonna be built on. And then on my left hand, she's gonna do the she's gonna do a gel overlay with using tips. This nail will be sculptured, this hand will be with tips. And then, like, I think yesterday she said they don't have to be the same length, because they're just like, even though it's one person, they're still scoring each hand as if it was two separate clients, because this hand will be acrylics, this hand will be gel, so they don't have to be the same length. And then the gels, they don't have to be longer, but it's better if you do them longer, because this is the hand you're doing your nail art on, so you want to have a lot of space to work with. So after she do the acrylics and the gels, we're going back to the nail art and the polish application. And on the hand with the acrylics that will be short, these would just be red. So basically they tell you they have to be red, and that you can't use any top coat or base coat or even nail polish to clean around the cuticle area. So that's just to see how good you can polish. And then on the left hand, you could just pick your theme. So everybody has their own little nail theme that they picked. My girl's doing SpongeBob, and they have an hour and 30 minutes to do that, and that's both the red polish and the nail art. So that's an hour and 30 minutes. And then after that, oh yeah, they also have a written test. They were supposed to take it Tuesday, but they're y'all, like, I'm talking too much, but they're supposed to take the written test Tuesday, but they're going to take it tomorrow. So, like, there are going to be some breaks in between where we go to lunch and then they go to lunch and then they take their test and they score us. So it's going to be like an all day process. So I really hate that I can't record like while I'm in there, because we can't have our phones at all, or they actually have to be turned off, because if not, we will get disqualified. So yeah, I kind of hate that. But anyways, today or later on today, we have some little event going on downtown. I might go, I might not. I think it's just like some type of little, what is it? I want to say street fest, but it's not a street, like a block party. It's like a block party. They said there's going to be like trampolines and food and music and all this other stuff. So I might go depending on how I feel. But yeah, for right now, this is pretty much it. I'm gonna go in here and watch some TV and just lay back and relax. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty, so we ended up going out to eat. We went downtown. We're right on 4th Street, so all we had to do was walk down the street. And then they had the little like block party, but we didn't end up staying. It was just too many people for me, and I was tired. So they had a stage, and then it was a whole bunch of people, and they were giving out T-shirts. So I got me a little T-shirt. And then after that, we ended up just walking back. But this is what we were walking up to Hard Rock. We were going to end up eating at Hard Rock, but we needed reservations. So we ended up going to TGI Friday, which I had a bomb salad. And then after that, as we were walking back, I just got a little video of them dancing.
Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Keep moving.
So I am back in the room. I'm about to watch TV and just sit here and chill. We have to be back up at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. Her competition starts at 8, but we have to get there early just in case. But yeah, tomorrow is the big part. So, and it's also the last day of competition. So like I said earlier, she'll be doing her acrylic nails, gel nails, nail art, polish, and her written test. So that's gonna be from like 8 to 5. So it's gonna be an all-day thing, and then afterwards we're actually going to a theme park, so that should be fun. But this is it for today. After I'm done watching TV, I'm just gonna hop in a shower, go to sleep, and then tomorrow will be another day. So I'll see you guys later, and thank you for watching.